thank you so much for stopping by. Today I thought I would do a quick flip through of my completed traveler's notebook. This is the last one I finished. I had started this on July 30th. Wow, that's a long time ago. And I finished it on November 5th. So, in parallel, I also had my personal traveler's notebook, which I'm still working on, which is the Daphne's Diary one. I will do a flip through once that is done. And in the meantime, I have moved on to this one, where I've done two spreads so far, which is the one I got from Barnes and Nobles. And I'm not really sure what I'm going to continue working in. If I'm going to start a new traveler's notebook, I might actually do that. In parallel, I'll probably keep working in this one as well. I don't know at the moment. I don't have a strategy quite yet. So this one turned out to be really fat and yummy. I love it. And I love that it has all kinds of stuff sticking out. And I don't have a cover. I don't know if I will actually make a cover for this. I'm not sure. At the least, I will put the dates from when to when I was working in this. So I don't want to keep this long. So this was the first one I did. I was just going for this very pastel-y color scheme, adding some fabric and lace. And throughout this journal, I see how my style has kind of taken its own course, and I love seeing how I develop throughout the book. And I really like also looking at like what do I like and what don't I like. And actually at the end I left this page blank because this is where I'm gonna put what I like, which spreads I really like and why I like them, so that will help me to move forward into finding my style more. So going on, this was August 4th. I actually really like this one, although I think it's the only one in this book that I've done in this style. I wanted to keep it sort of like monochrome colors with just a pop of color. Then we have this one that I love a lot. Love these little birds that came from an encyclopedia that I found secondhand. Added some lace trim and some eyelash trim here. Then this one is very bright. I still like it. I was actually trying out the stamps from the little stamp store unboxing that I have on my channel as well, if you're interested in checking that out. Then here is another like pastel one, adding some beautiful lace on the side and some more right here, and some very faint stenciling with just craft paint in the middle. On this one I tried to do like an underwater collage with some papers that I had, just random papers I'd torn out of a secondhand book that I kept. Don't love this one as much, but I really enjoyed making this one a lot. Then this was the one from visiting the chocolate factory. And by the way, there are videos on all of these spreads, so if you're interested in any more details about these spreads or about what I'm writing about or anything, just go look for those videos. They're all there. This one I don't really like at all. I was experimenting and wanted to try out using this clear transparent paper that I had printed on, and I wanted to, you know, put it over something so that it, you know, would be interesting to see something through it. But yeah, I don't know, I'm not in love with it. This one I like a lot. Again, combination of there's some washi underneath here, but there's lace as well. Love the soft colors. This is kind of a strange one. I had a picture in the back of some tea, and I gessoed over it because it was too dominant, so I couldn't write over it. So I gessoed over it and then just put some random papers on the side. And the part I really do like actually is that then I took a pencil and I just scribbled along the sides, and I really love this mark making here. Next we have, oh, this one I love so much. This might be my favorite one. This was when I got the fabric washi from Amity Bloom, and I made this tag as well. I actually didn't write anything here. Love this floral, which is from a vintage book page, and then I just put Amity Bloom's business card here. Made a fabric tag. I just love the colors of this and the whole thing. I mean, I just love it. This one might be my least favorite. I wanted to try something different, and I did some doodling here on the bottom, and then I just colored this with watercolor and added some cutouts. This one I like a lot. Again, using the fabric washi from Amity Bloom, a doily here, then just some random old book pages, tea dyed Daphne's Diary page. I made a little flip up here with some lace top and bottom, and then I just wrote a little bit there. This one, this is also one I really don't like. Here, I mean, what I do like is I put these plants here. I think I'm not even sure if they're real or if they're fake. I think they might be real but dried. They were from a place we went where I just grabbed those and I just wrote about the afternoon with my hubby. This one I like. I wanted to use some images from a children's book. So I took out this little girl with the goose and these geese up here, and I just added some ruffles from a shirt that I had gotten from the secondhand store and sewed on some buttons. This one I kind of like. This one was from a notebook. This is the cover of a notebook that I had in my purse for a really long time, and the notebook was tearing up, so I didn't want to lose the image that I really loved, and so I decided to just cut her apart and just put her like this, and just added some embellishments like this little feather and the flower and these butterfly buttons and this fan. So I thought that was kind of neat. Oh yeah, this one I also actually don't like at all. So there's quite a few in here that I don't like. These were, I don't know, from some magazine. I don't know, horrible. But you have to go through those, right? In order to find what you like, you have to go through the things you don't like as well. This one is okay. I love the elephants here. And just the collage up here, nothing spectacular. This one I like more. I just I wanted to use some designer paper as background paper, so I sewed it together and then glued it on as a background. Then I just made this little tag here, and I attached it by just punching 2 holes into my page and then just tying the bow here. And here's another cute image. This one is okay. I embossed a tag and adhered it with some washi tape. I do love this little fluffy thing on the top. So this here, so then I collaged with my sewing machine some designer papers here, added some lace trim. This one, yeah, not my favorite either. Again, I was doodling, so I had some gift wrapping paper that had this design, and I just decided to extend it by doodling the same design on the edges, and then I just used a stencil to put in these words, and then just wrote a little bit in between that. This one is okay, nothing great. I found this postcard at my bookstore, and I really liked it, so I wanted to add that. Just, I don't know, did some random journaling. This one I love. I love the color scheme. Kind of, it looks Christmassy. Again, this is Daphne's Diary book page tea-dyed. Just some random images. Love, love, love this collage of fabrics here that I just attached with a paper clip. And I just glued these together. I didn't sew them. I just glued them. Then here I wanted to kind of change the colors a bit. I'm not someone who loves blue, but I just thought I need to kind of switch it up. So I just made this little tip in and did some journaling, added book pages, made this little pocket. I do love this. This was from a little like tablecloth that I found at a second store, and I just cut that out, glued it on, made this little pocket, made this little tag from a children's book page. So that's kind of cute, I think. Then going back to the colors I love, I really like this one. Again, one of these cute little fluffy things I love. Love this hard washi. I just added book pages, some random images, glued this tag down actually to use as a writing space. Then this is a printable doily from Johanna Klau, I believe is how you pronounce your name. Her name. Do you know how to pronounce your name? This is from a card that I had gotten. I just made the tag out of it, and I kept the writing on the back because I wanted to remember that. And this was a little image from the back of the card where I just made a small tag out of it. So I just attached that with a paper clip, added some fabric and some lace and some more of Amity Bloom's washi, fabric washi. Here I used some of Amity Bloom's printable feed sacks. I purchased those. She has many different color schemes. Totally love those. Again, had to add some lace. This is also a washi with these clips. Love that. This is a vintage snap I got from the flea market. And this one is quite cool. I tried to make one of these flip out pockets. So in the front pocket you have this tag that I made, and then you can flip it out, and there's another tag with a little pocket here that I made, and then you have a flip out here with more tags, and you have another tag in here. And yeah, and this part is glued down so that doesn't flip out. So I really like that actually. I was just experimenting actually making these pockets. Next we have this one where I was writing about my imaginary dream home, and I was trying out some of the new stamps from the latest little stamp store. Then I made this envelope which you can fold out, and actually I guess it has nothing in it. I just wanted to make the envelope, it looks like. Okay. There we go. Then we have this one where I added a piece of vellum as a, what is it called? Flip out. So I had printed some lines on it so that I could write on it. These are from an old vintage book where I just made copies. Then I made this little pocket and put a tag in there and added a tiny tag on the top. Come on, go in. There we go. And then we have this one where I wanted to use some Edith Holden pages. These are copies of a book that I had made, and then I believe I coffee dyed these. This is again one of Amity Bloom's Feed Sack printables, and that is it. So that's it for this journal. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye.